What is going on, friends? I'm very excited because we're about to relive and talk to you guys about our Mustang Togue video that we did in beautiful Wilkes County, North Carolina. It was a project that Chelsea and I conceptualized. We want to do a challenging, fun, legit Togue battle, something like we would have seen back in the day on like a best motoring video. And it got super sketchy.
Dicey.
The team went out, scouted the road. Chelsea and I like approved it over video.
It looked a lot bigger on video.
A lot bigger. And then we got there and we started scouting, or we did our first like run scout and we looked at it and like they did great. Like they cleaned the road a bit for us because it was leaf covered and kind of sketch. But there was a trailer.
Oh yeah, like
in the middle, and they're like, yeah, we couldn't get these people to move.
And so like, yeah, a super long right-hand sweeper that's blind, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, camper trailer.
Yeah, don't hit that. There's people in it.
Which, by the way, on our last run up, the guy's like, oh, that's my camper. I could have moved it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even hear that.
At the bottom of the hill, we're like, thanks, bro.
So yeah, we're gonna review it and watch it and talk to you guys about some of these epic moments. You ready?
I'm good.
Professional drivers do not attempt. Of course, we had to do the intros.
Little best motoring vibes there.
Nice. I get a little Irish jig jump.
That's my thing now, I guess.
That's good. I like it.
I never had a thing. And
now you do. It's perfect.
Heel clickers. This was so steep.
Oh, the initial run up.
Our cars were not accelerating.
Right.
It was just sitting and
blowing
burning
the tires off.
So like positioning on the inside of this turn was super hard because I almost had to dive like I was gonna hit you. Because if I handbraked or slowed down, you'd pull away.
I would have gapped you,
immediately.
And immediately, first turn, I'm like, because we drove through it, right? And we're like, this is tight. First turn, I'm like, oh shit, this is tight,
really
tight.
Really tight.
And then we started ripping.
Yeah. So for me, one of the trickiest parts of some of this was you'd be going uphill on a long sweeper, and then the transition would be flat or downhill. So you'd flick it in and be real used to the grip, and then you'd be like sliding forever and then gonna crash the next turn.
Right.
And we probably only did, what, 6 hits up the mountain?
Probably.
Totally?
Yeah.
Like completely?
Yeah.
So you had to remember what turn you were on and like how early to transition and slow down just because of like, oh, there's a big dip there or whatever.
I remember every time getting to the top of the hill, just like having that, whoo, like that big breath, because I wasn't breathing because I was so sketched out.
So gnarly.
And this is so fun.
Can't see anything.
Yeah, so the smoke.
The smoke wasn't that bad. It was when
light.
Yeah, when the sun was coming at you.
Because we were in the woods, right? We're covered by the woods, but there was light, coming in at spots, so you'd be good, and then all of a sudden, like your full throttle countered blind. Using all the track, like every which way.
Oh yeah, here you can see the smoke.
Oh my gosh.
That was like one of those ones right here where like I'm using everything I can to stay on you.
Yeah, and then not to mention there's a huge drop off.
Yeah, they were calling them holes
right-hander.
over there.
Yeah, they call them holes. Yeah,
it's
they're
like a 200-foot drop.
Yeah, we got to watch the holes out there. We got to pull people out of these holes every now and then. And we're like, look, we look over and it just. Yeah. So here's the pass. Wave Chelsea by because I need a little chase action.
Yep.
Get you out of the smoke. There's the trailer.
With the car in front of it.
Dude, look how close that is for real.
Dude,
you can see here on the right too the crowd that started coming out of the hills. The locals,
they were about it.
Loved it.
It was awesome.
And this is outside of Wilkesboro, which is the speedway where NASCAR like started. Like this is straight moonshine country, and so they're all about the racing, and they were just hooting and hollering.
They were pumped.
Oh my! You almost died right there.
The mountain right
so this turn right here was so sketch because this rock right here on the right side. There's a whole bunch of them. There's rocks all up it, and then around the corner was a boulder.
That is a nice boulder.
So this was a super sketch one.
Yeah, and you can't see the boulder until you're like coming up on it. And also, the entire left side is just like an angled drop-off.
A drop-off.
Trees.
Yeah, this was sketchy for me. I was like, do not hit that thing.
This was my favorite section. Those S's.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Super flowy, too.
Oh, you see that?
You got a little spicy.
Dude, I got a little spicy on there. Yeah, this section was sick, dude. It was so beautiful and like just...
Sun blasting through. We're like three-wheeling, like porpoising all over the place.
Oh, that's real stoke right there. Like that was
That one was after a pretty much full pull.
Full pull, yeah. So we then did full single runs. Chelsea did a full lap in his Fox. Where can you see that video?
It's on my YouTube.
On your YouTube. And then I did a full pull in my Spec 5. And dude, it was so fun. And that was with the Mach-E.
Oh, yeah.
Mach-E leading us and then chasing us.
We didn't have nothing for the Mach-E.
Dude, that thing ripped so hard.
It was crazy.
It threw that turn.
It really shined because of the hills.
Yeah.
Like the torque, it was just gone immediately.
Yeah, we have Fielding out. Thanks Fielding Shredder for being our camera car
He was a believer of the Mach-E after that.
He actually brought the aerial atom out, which ripped. But why did we use the Mach-E? Oh, it was too low.
Yeah.
He couldn't. It was too low. He couldn't see well.
The Mach-E was way smoother, and he said he felt faster in the Mach-E because it was easier to drive.
Right.
Also, they were like 4 deep, like hanging out while they were shooting out the back windows and stuff.
Yeah, the car was full. It's a full Mach-E. You could literally, when we stopped, hear them all giggling like little kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this thing.
Oh, I caught on fire.
Oh yeah.
You telling me that I was on fire, I almost just like kind of ignored it because you were just like, hey, like we're drifting through the run, ripping, and he's like, Chelsea, you're on fire.
You're on fire.
Like that's it, and then nothing for like 5 seconds. And then he's like, Chelsea, you're on fire. And I'm like, oh, it must be really on fire. Like whatever car is leading. No.
You got another extinguisher?
What?
Car's on fire again.
Yeah. Heavy foot over here. He's really good at igniting tires on fire. And then he got out, and we have these element
my first experience
element sticks that you like pop off like a flare, and they're like as good as a fire extinguisher.
Oh, they work really
but
good.
you didn't know how to do it. So
well, I'm trying to read the directions as my car's burning down, and it's like only 5 steps, but like it's like reading in like an IKEA thing. You're like, I don't really get what they're saying. Like I feel like there's a language barrier. So I go like running back to him while I'm reading it. I'm like, how do I use this? And he's like, you gotta strike it. And I'm like, I pull the bottom of it off instead of the lid. And I'm like, really kind of, and my car's just chooching.
Yeah, so that was one of the funner video. I mean, we've always had a lot of fun, but this was like,
this was the coolest.
This was raw.
Like for me,
like just raw go.
Yeah.
You know, and I think shout out to our team, captured it epic, and like it was very like immersive, like feeling video.
Yeah, I watch it and I'm like, I exactly remember what was happening at that moment and like what I was focused on and all that stuff. So it was really cool to capture that. And I think for me, it was like one of the best driving. Like I've done a ton of stuff with RTR. We've done a ton of really cool videos, but this was like the most probably extreme driving.
Totally.
I feel like, especially because the whole thing was extreme. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna do this sketchy stunt and this and that. Okay, this whole thing was so sketchy that you almost forgot how sketchy it was.
Yeah, I think if I had to say the one for me, the one before this, I think would have been us at Seneca when the Type S night video. That was sketch. We almost lost Chelsea, but we'll do that for another day. And
my navigator gave me about 100 feet of extra track that I had that I didn't actually have.
You get that on those big jobs.
Yeah,
but anyway, check it out if you guys haven't seen the full vid. And then there's a BTS after it that shows a lot of the fun that we're talking about.
Yeah.
That happened, and we got to think about the next Togue vid.
We need to.
Yeah, new Mustangs.
I'm down.
New Mustangs, new vid, dude. Think we can squeeze 3 or 4 in there?
I mean, you gotta get 3 or 4 idiots too that want to do it.
We got those. We got those, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome.
We'll see you next time, friends.